Hi. So this week I'm sharing my thoughts on a recent report from Atlassian, the state of teams. And the study set out to find out what makes a healthy team. And they came up with 5 threads. Yesterday I talked about the first one, which is a shared sense of understanding, a shared sense of purpose. It's not rocket science, we've been talking about that for a long time. The second they came up with was adaptive planning practices that allow for adjusting the plan when the situation calls for it. I've been writing and talking about adaptive leadership and adaptive teams for as long as I can remember. And rather than say how you do it and why you do it, I thought I'd take each of these threads and say why I think it's not happening. Because the 5 threads, as I say, are not new, but only 17% of the teams involved in this study were defined as healthy. So the other 83% are not doing these things, these basic things. Why aren't we adaptive? Because we get set in our ways. This is the way we've always done it. And I think we have bosses and managers in organisations that still think they can set a 6-month plan, a 6-week plan, a 6-day plan, and it's not going to change. I guarantee you it will. It's like setting out to sail in a ship, and it's calm conditions, and the conditions are good, and you get the ship ready to sail in those conditions, and then those conditions start to change, and the wind starts to get up, and the weather turns bad, and you don't shift, you don't change, you don't adapt the way the ship is operating to meet those conditions. If you don't, you're sunk. Well, it's the same with your organisation, your teams. You have to accept that there are prevailing conditions and that change is now constant and volatile and unprecedented. The big shift is still around the corner and we won't see it coming. We have to be ready for it, and we have to be prepared to change direction and embrace the fact that that is the reality. There is no long-term planning anymore that isn't subject to change. So be adaptive. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.